Think it's too early to start flower seeds? Think again. Winter is actually the perfect time to give your garden a head start, and I'm going to show you exactly which seeds to start now so your summer blooms are bigger, brighter, and earlier than ever. And you won't need a greenhouse or any other fancy equipment. I'll share my seed starting secret, a lazy method that uses something you already have in your home. But first, we need to select the right seeds. When you're seed shopping, look for words like perennial, hardy, or frost tolerant. These flowers are built to handle the cold and will sprout naturally as spring gets closer. Let's start with one of my favorite perennials to start from seed. Delphinium, also known as larkspur, need plenty of time to develop strong, healthy roots, which is why winter sowing gives them such a huge advantage. These stately flowers grow tall and elegant, and they're absolutely worth the effort. Plus, they make terrific cut flowers. Coneflowers are another excellent choice. In nature, their seeds drop to the ground in late summer or fall and naturally endure the cold winter months before sprouting in spring, making them perfect for this method. This cold period isn't just coincidence, it's actually what triggers germination. And once temperatures warm up, they'll wake up on their own with no babying required. Columbines are another perfect flower to winter sow, since they, yet again, actually rely on those natural freeze-thaw cycles to germinate. Come spring, you'll have strong and healthy seedlings ready to grow into those delicate-looking, nodding blooms we all love. As a tip, just lightly press the seeds into the soil. They need a bit of light to get started. And the best part? They're really forgiving, which makes them great for beginners or anyone who wants a splash of early color in the garden. Foxgloves, one of my all-time favorite flowers, can actually be sown during the winter months as well. Their striking blooms add vertical drama to your perennial beds and attract pollinators like bees and hummingbirds. The seeds do need a period of cold to germinate properly, so sowing them outdoors naturally mimics the conditions they'd experience in the wild. And once those seedlings develop their true leaves, you can transplant them right into the garden in spring. Keep in mind, though, that most common foxgloves are biennials, so they won't flower the first year. But trust me, they're absolutely worth the wait. Milkweed, the quintessential flower for attracting butterflies, is a must for any perennial garden, and it's perfect for bringing pollinators near vegetable beds, too. The cold and moisture of winter naturally break the seed's dormancy. Then, when spring does finally arrive, the seedlings are ready to grow strong and healthy, producing those iconic flower clusters packed with nectar for adult butterflies, while the foliage serves as a host for monarch caterpillars. On top of that, all milkweeds are low maintenance and drought tolerant, making them a beautiful and practical addition to any landscape. Lupines are another hardy perennial with tall, stately flowers that instantly grab your attention. They also require cold stratification, so sowing the seeds in winter is ideal. Once you transplant them into the garden in the spring, lupines have an extra bonus. As members of the legume family, they naturally add nitrogen back into the soil, enriching it and benefiting nearby plants. Whether you're scattering seeds on top of the snow or planting them in containers, poppies are one of those classic flowers that bring the whimsical charm only they can offer. They may look delicate when in bloom, but these plants are surprisingly hardy and thrive when winter sown. The seedlings emerge strong and ready to produce vibrant, eye-catching flowers. And on top of that, poppies are low maintenance and drought tolerant, making them a breeze to grow. So, how do you start these seeds? You can always start them indoors the old-fashioned way, but why not save yourself some time and patience and get a head start the easy way? Yes, some seeds can be sprinkled onto the ground, even covered in snow, but we really like the milk jug method. Whether it be an actual milk jug, a water jug, or a juice container, most large plastic prior liquid holding vessels will do. First, we'll grab a few supplies. You'll need your jugs, potting mix. We do recommend actual potting mix or potting soil for this, not seed starting mix. And of course, we'll need some seeds. You'll begin first by cutting the jugs in half, leaving a hinge on one side, creating a mini greenhouse. Do not forget to punch several drain holes, at least 4 on the bottom. Pre-moisten your potting mix. This trick works well for any seed sowing or container project. Add in some quality potting mix and pop those seeds right on top. Most like to be covered just slightly with soil. Lightly water the top and cover the container. Label your seeds both inside and out, and then close the lid and apply strong tape to seal it shut. Leave the cap off to allow moisture to get to the seeds. Set the jugs in a sunny spot where they'll receive rain or snow. Monitor the jugs and the seedlings as the weeks go by, and supplement with water during dry periods. As spring arrives and temperatures start to rise, you may need to open the tops to vent. You've essentially created a mini greenhouse with this technique. Once the weather finally breaks and it's safe to transplant, move your seedlings into larger pots or directly into your garden beds. Winter seed starting is one of those quiet gardening moves that really pays off later, without all of the extra work. Which flowers will you be starting this winter? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to check out some of the items I used in this video, you'll find links in the description. Thanks so much for watching and happy planting!